I want to show you guys how to make your very own litter box. Well, not your own litter box, but for your ferrets. The litter boxes that you buy in the store are usually kind of tiny and they're shaped like a triangle. They go in the corner of the cage. I found that Heidi and I's ferrets don't seem to really like that kind of litter box, so we found that these type of plastic containers that you can pick up at Walmart, this was like $5 or $6. This is the 28 quart or 27 liter version. You can see the size of it here. This gives your ferret plenty of space. It's really easy to make. Part of what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to take my Leatherman, and I'll show you. If you have a Leatherman, use the little saw part, and basically you just saw down through here and here and across. But to make it a little quicker, I'm going to use a little little cordless drill. I'm just going to drill some holes. So let's get started on that. And this basically will just make it easy for me to cut through there. Okay, so basically just do this down, across, and over. So I'm making these little holes in here, and I'm using the smallest bit that I have. And basically, this is just going to make it so I can cut through here. It's kind of like an outline where I can cut. And also maybe this will keep the plastic from breaking. It'll split if I don't do this. And also when you're done, what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little piece of duct tape over it to cover any jagged edges so it doesn't cut the ferrets. Now we have the outline here. You can see all the way across. Now as far as the one across the bottom, depending on how high or low you make this actual lip, now this is going to be where the ferrets are coming in. You may find that you cut it too low. If you do that, use a piece of duct tape and make your lip go higher. You just would string it across the front there. And again, you may not have to do the holes like this if you don't have a little drill. At least have a little saw, and then you just start cutting through. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this right now, and then we'll show you what it looks like. So once you get going, you kind of have to lean against it a bit, and then you can just follow your outline. And yeah, so you got to keep working at it here. One problem you may run into when you're cutting, because it's plastic, it may split the plastic. And again, that's why I put these holes here. It's just, hopefully the split won't go past that. But I'm actually going to go ahead and use my drill and put even more holes in here so that my line will be nice and clean like it is on this side. So let's do some more drilling. Ow! Not myself, but the box. See, I put holes all the way across, and I put them really close together. Now if you got a lot of time, you can put them super close together and you may not even need to cut them out. But basically now, here, can you hold that please? Thank you. Now that I've got so many holes, you can almost just push it down like this, and you'll see it'll start breaking across, but you got to be careful. I may not have done enough holes yet, but I would really like to just be able to fold it over. Yeah, here it goes. You can see it's kind of folding now. So I'm going to get a little fold going, and I'm probably just for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. The hardest part is just rounding that little corner, but if you've got a good drilled line there, it's pretty easy to cut. It won't take you very long at all. Now it still will crack somewhat, but we're going to fix that later with tape. Okay, so there it is. There's the piece that comes out. You're not going to use this. Now, it may be a bit jagged. You can see mine's not perfect. It's kind of sharp. I don't know how well you can see that, but right here, it's kind of jagged. So to fix that problem, all I'm going to do is take some duct tape. I'm going to run it across this way and then fold it over. And that'll protect my ferret from cutting himself. I've got a litter box like this already, and I don't really have a problem with the ferrets chewing on the litter box tape. If you use duct tape anywhere else in your cage, the ferrets will probably chew it. Don't use a lot of duct tape. But I've found the electrical tape I can use, and they don't seem to bother that much. As far as hooking this in the back of your cage, you may want to use some. I usually put a piece of electrical tape here and here and droop around the bars in the cage to keep it in there. And one thing you'll notice with this, since it's so big, it is going to hold a lot of litter. I mean, you can see how deep that little lip is there. And yeah, so let me go ahead and put on the duct tape and you can see the final product. Alright, there you have it. That's our finished litter box. Again, I just put some tape here to get rid of the jagged edges, and I folded it over on the inside, and I also put some down both of the sides here where I cut it and folded it over, and that's it. So your ferrets should use the litter box now. So give it a try. Remember, don't do this if you're too young to be using these kind of tools. Don't want you to hurt yourself. Anyway, try to make it yourself. I'm sure you can probably improve on it. This is just pretty basic idea. Give it a shot. Hope you like it. Take care.